So what the hell is a rich snippet and how do we add them to our site? Well, by adding rich snippets to your site, you can make your site really stand out in the search engines by adding graphics like author photos, stars, prices, and more. They can change a listing that looks kind of bland to something that just screams click me. And the awesome thing is that adding rich snippets to your WordPress site is dead easy. It only takes a couple of minutes, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So the first thing we want to add is Google authorship, and this basically just means that we're going to link our Google Plus account to our WordPress site so that our author photo shows up in the search engines. You've probably seen a lot of sites are already doing this, and to set this up we just need to do two quick things. First, you want to head on over to your WordPress control panel, and then you want to go to the users section and then the your profile section, and then you just want to paste your Google Plus profile page link into the Google Plus section. Then the second thing we want to do is just log into our Google Plus account, and then we want to head on over to our profile section and then look for the about area, and then we want to add a link to our site to the contributor section. And now your authorship is all set up and your Google Plus profile picture can start to appear in the search engines alongside your site. Now Google can take a while before they start showing your profile picture in the search engines, and even then they only show it to certain people at certain times, but you can test it out right away to make sure that it is in fact working by using a tool that Google has called the Structured Data Testing tool. So just do a Google search for the Structured Data Testing tool and then head on over to the tool and enter your website and click preview. Now your site should appear with your profile picture alongside it, which means that it's all working correctly. Now the other types of rich snippets that we can add include things like stars. So if you have a review page, you can add 4 out of 5 stars and have that appear in the search engines. You can add prices. If you have a recipe site, you can add recipe information and all sorts of other cool stuff too. And to add these types of rich snippets, we just need to install a WordPress plugin. So head back on over to your WordPress control panel and then head on over to the plugin section and then the add new section, and then do a search for all-in-one schema. Then just look for the plugin that's called all-in-one schema.org rich snippets, and then click the install now button and then the activate plugin button. Now when you go to add a new post to your WordPress blog or to edit one of your old posts, you'll see a new section called Configure Rich Snippets where you can easily add all sorts of rich snippets to that post. So, for example, on my lazyarsstoner.com blog, I recently reviewed a tool called FP Traffic. So on this post, I could choose the item review rich snippet and then fill out the fields by selecting a star rating and entering my reviewer name and so on. Then when I update this post, a new box will appear at the bottom of that post with my rich snippet details so that Google knows to add them in the search engines. So now if I want to test that this is working correctly and preview how it'll look in Google, I can just go to the Structured Data Testing tool and enter my website link, and then I can see, yep, it's working correctly and looking good. Now, as I mentioned before, with this plugin, you can add all sorts of different rich snippets. There's a video rich snippet, so that if you have a video on your page, you can add things like a video thumbnail and a video duration to your listing. There's a product rich snippet if you want to include a price and stuff like that. And there's even things like software and recipe rich snippets where you can add all sorts of cool details, but they're all super easy to use. Just select the type of rich snippet you want, fill out the details, update your post, preview it in the Structured Data Testing tool, and then you're done. Now, one more thing I should mention is that once you've installed this plugin, there will be a new option in your WordPress control panel called Rich Snippets, where you can customize the way that your Rich Snippets box will look. So for example, on my lazyarsstoner.com blog, I've changed my Rich Snippets box from the default default grey to green to match my WordPress theme. And that is how you can make your website stand out in the search engines with rich snippets. It's easy, it's fast, and it's totally worth doing. Now, if you're completely new to making money online or just struggling a little bit, then don't forget you can click here to check out my free newbie crash course where I'll show you exactly how I choose niches, how I set up sites, how I get them ranked in Google, and how I get them making money basically. Or if you already know how SEO works and affiliate marketing works and all that good stuff, and you just want to see my most powerful technique for getting my sites to rank in Google, then you can click here. And I guarantee if you haven't seen it already, it's gonna blow your mind. And finally, if you haven't already, make sure that you hit the subscribe button right here for more no BS, no hype videos about how money is really made online. Until next time, peace out and stay awesome.